What's up, Dragon Brood? We got red lights on, so you know what that means. It's Mono Red Day. Actually, that doesn't always mean that, but it does mean that today, and that's what's important. And let me bring up something here why we're even trying the Mono Red deck. There's actually two reasons. One, I've been tinkering around with the list because I have this feeling it actually holds up against Mono White Aggro, which, as I pointed out before, we're seeing a lot of that. Because right now, the standard best of one ladder is pretty much Mono White Aggro, Epiphany, and then variations of Control. You'll see spatterings of other things, but generally those are the things you're running into. So you needed something that can hang against Mono White, but then also doesn't get crushed by all the sweepers and everything else going on. Well, one of the best ways to do that is with very fast creatures and burn spells. We're going to see if this actually solves our problems, because I think it does. It has all the right parts to do it. It has a little, just enough long game to kind of get you there. You can dig a little bit. You got some burn spells. You have some early creatures that you can fight with. So I think we're going to be able to do it. And if so, this could be a really reasonable option for people to play. So let's cross our fingers and go try our luck at Mono Red Aggro. Now, as always, you know I'm going to say show some love to our friends over at shop.ultrapro.com. Big supporters of my channel and my content, big supporters of Degenerate Gaming, and they support lots of other Magic content creators. So if you need any types of protective supplies for your nerd goodies, go check them out. Also, don't forget we have a tournament coming up this weekend. It's sponsored by the Degenerate Gaming team and Ultra Pro. $1,000 in prizes from Ultra Pro, $100 in gift cards giving away. I think 9,000 gems are going to be given away, and the top 8 all qualify for the end of season invitational on Arena. And the big thing is right now, I think we had like 30 people sign up. If it doubles between now and Saturday, which I don't even think it'll double because there's a bunch of other stuff going on, but even if it does, you have a better than 1 in 8 chance at making the top 8, getting your portion of $1,000 in prizes, and getting to qualify for the invitational at the end of the season. So lots of stuff going on, and it's only $6. And truthfully, and I'm being dead serious, I'm not just trying to hard sell you in a tournament. If I wasn't commentating for the event, I would probably try to play in it. Seriously. So go check that out. I'll try it again, put it on screen here so you have it. But yeah. Anyway, let's get into the deck today. The one thing I will say about this deck that's going to be very good is that the rares you're putting in here are pretty flexible rares that you want to put in other decks as well. So this is one of the decks that if you do spin the myth or the wild cards on rares and mythics, these are all useful for other things. Like the Falcon Wrath Pit Fighter, as example, we're playing a full set of 4, but this obviously goes into vampire decks. It goes into almost any aggro decks that are red based. Don't have a problem with this card at all. I think it's very good. We have Frostbite. Now, you're probably wondering why we're only playing 3 Frostbites. The reason are strictly because it doesn't go to the face. And we do have a lot of burn, a lot of removal. So we need to be able to go upstairs sometimes to get the most out of our stuff. But we did want at least 3 just to kind of help with the creature stuff. Because, again, part of our solution, what we're targeting with this deck is trying to take out control decks as well. And this is not a good card against control. And we have a fair amount of removal already that can target other creatures. So kind of have to pick and choose your spots here. Play with fire, other than just being a strictly superior shock, it does let us scry and set up our draws, which we like about this. So, and then there's just regular shock for 3 because, well, we had to squeeze for numbers and something had to go. We're playing a couple of Spike-Filled Hazards. Lets us skimp on mana a little bit, which we like. But also, this can be played in an emergency as just another 1 mana spell that does do a point of damage and can get incremental more damage with some other cards in our deck list. And so far, this has all been, what, commons and uncommons and just pit fighters. That's actually really good. And then we have Bloodthirsty Adversary. This might be the one mythic or rare in the deck that doesn't necessarily go into a whole lot of the decks. But again, I've played this in Vampire lists. I've played this in a lot of different aggro red lists already. But again, this might be the only card that would stop you from possibly playing this deck, I think. The rest is all pretty good. Flame Channeler, 2 mana, 2/2 that turns into a 3/3. Also can help you dig for more spells. Huge. Really like this card. Great uncommon for this list. Then we're playing Kessig Flame Breather. Every time you play a non-creature spell, you get to deal a damage to each opponent, which is great because we have a bunch of spells. So basically, this is making, you know, our Play with Fires and Shocks all deal an extra point of damage. Our Spike-Filled Hazards are 2 damage. And basically, every spell is worth an additional point of damage. Reckless Impulse, for instance, now deals the damage and gets us 2 cards. So we love that. Royal Eruption now is going to still cost 2, but it's going to do 4 damage. We're almost never going to kick this. This is mostly for just getting the damage, dealing 3 to the opponent, sometimes 4 or 5 to the opponent, or being able to get an annoying creature out of the way if we need to. Now, we are playing Thermal Alchemist. We're only playing 3, and I know that's probably going to drive some people nuts, and I understand if you're missing one of the other rares or mythics, I would consider playing a 4th one of these. I don't think that's a bad thing. However, it is 0 attack, and sometimes you don't have spells in hand and you want to just be able to attack and get extra damage. You can tap it during the end of your opponent's end step and stuff like that, so it's a pretty good card. I don't hate this at all if you want to play a 4th copy. I was just having to make choices. Something had to give. Then we have Moonveil Regent. And you're probably wondering, how does Moonveil Regent fit into the list? Now, I want to say something else too. I think some people want to play the what's the other dragon that is a 4/4. Let me bring it up here real quick, because I know this is a thing that I'm sure some people are going to... Oh, Manaform Hellkite. This is what I was thinking about, right? I think some people are going to want to play that, and I don't believe this is the correct choice, and I'm going to tell you why. The reason is our spells are so cheap. They do create another creature, but the creatures are just going to be like 1/1s most of the time, and that's not going to really get us there. What I would rather have is a creature like Moonveil Regent, so when I'm getting a whole new card, so I can find the other burn spell, especially when we're getting incremental damage off of like Thermal Alchemist and the Fire Breather, or we're digging deeper to find a card with our Channeler or whatever, right? We can keep the train going. Actually, even using Reckless Impulse in this case, right? Like, it gets us 3 cards because we get 2 set aside and 1 into our hand from the Moonveil Regent, right? Moonveil Regent dies if we have other creatures out. We also get to ping something for a point, right? These are things that don't seem big, but for my money, I would rather go that route. Now, again, if you already own the others, feel free to play them in this list. I don't think it's terrible. I think Manaform Hellkite is a fine card, and if you already own them and you don't own Moonveil Regents, it is a reasonable replacement and not bad. Personally, I wanted to be able to refresh my hand. I wanted to have the ability to get other creatures out, maybe draw into an adversary or whatever. Just some bigger plays that we don't have access to if we're playing the Manaform Hellkite. So anyway, that's kind of the logic there. I just wanted to put that in there for everybody. Then we have 3 Den of the Bugbear, creature lands, 16 snow-covered mountains, and 2 Faceless Havens. And these creature lands are very good because after you've pinged the opponent down and you've done all that, they've swept the board. Like, this is sometimes all you need to clean up, because you don't even need these to be finishers. You just need these to connect once, maybe twice, get your opponent down to like sub 5 life, and then every spell you draw becomes a thing, and the opponent can't just freely play spells because they have to worry about every single card, especially since you have some haste creatures and all that. So yeah, we're going to see how this holds up against all those other decks we're targeting. And then at the end of the video, we'll talk about ways we would update this or change it, and we'll have a card spotlight for you. So we'll see you on the other side. I think this is an absolute keeper. So this is what we're going to go with. Opponent just plays Mountain and passes. All right, well, let's see what's up. I did not expect Mountain pass. I guess it's an Epiphany deck? Yeah, of course. All right, I guess we just shoot the opponent. I mean, what else are we going to do? I mean, I guess they can counter it if they really want to. Like, I don't know what we're pausing for. You want to test the talents my shock? Okay, bruh. You do that. I only have 3 of them, I think, anyway. You didn't even get max value. I have way better cards you could get other than shock. But we'll just come in with this. That is just like over aggressive. Like, really, just like, nope, you are not getting to shock me. But hey, I ain't gonna fault them for it. It's all good as far as I'm concerned. We'll attack for 2. See what the opponent wants to do here. Nothing. I'm gonna play this, and if they attempt to Spikefield Hazard it, we'll just sacrifice that and discard one of these mountains. Since we did attack with our bloodthirsty adversary. What you got, opponent? See, I knew they were going to try that. How'd you know? Sometimes you just know things. Discard that. All right, not too bad, not too bad. We might be able to do something with this. Oh, we drew way too many lands here. This is not what we wanted. This is very, very bad. This is bad to a concerning level. All right, Deluge, sure. All right, that's not bad. I guess that means we get to resolve this other Flame Breather, but I'm not sure I want to play it. Just because they could have burned down the house, which a lot of them do play here. That wasn't good. Because both of these need us to play spells. Not happy about that, honestly. That was a bad 2 cards to get. I was hoping at least one was a instant or sorcery and not a creature. Yeah, I was saying earlier, I haven't played Historic in over a year. Oh, they're checking out the cards in my hand. I guess deciding on if they can commit to a play. Or if they want to maybe burn down the house here and not sure what we're trying to do on our side. Yep. There was a burn down the house. We were right. Only problem now is they could have another one, or there's obviously a chance they just play a land and play Epiphany next turn. And there's not a lot we can do about it. So I'm trying to decide if we want to just attack with the Den of the Bugbear. We get 4 damage in and get a token, or do we? Nah, you know what? Let's just go ahead and play these. And if they have another sweeper or something, so be it. I'll get rid of this one, or play that one down. Maybe I should have played this because I could still attack for 1, but I figure I'll save it in case there's another sweeper here. Alright, this Flame Channeler may not survive, but we'll see. Alright, so they decided not to Epiphany, so I'm assuming this is greed mode, where they're going to try to get as much as they can. And, probably try to combo. So, because if they have whatever that is, unexpected whatever, where they get the treasure and all that fine stuff, would not be a bad idea to play it here and then just try to combo next turn for a couple of turns. Alright, we got the opponent to 9. We can get them to 7 to get them to 6. Yeah, we end the turn. There is a possibility that if they try to double chain Epiphanies, we may have to kill a bird. Just to not die, as silly as that is. But they didn't get enough to combo here, so maybe not. What's happening here? Oh, they decided they want to divide by 0 that. Okay. I mean, sure. I mean, I'm not opposed to this. I mean, they get to gain life here, so we won't be able to kill them with our creature land. But we will be able to attack for 5, put them at 1, and still play a Thermal Alchemist. Though that then puts them at 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. They'd be 1 mana away from comboing. Actually, no, they'd have enough, actually, if they have the spells in hand. So if we draw, I was thinking a burn spell, but not that one. We'd be in better shape. We unfortunately drew the one that only deals 1 damage, not 2. Which is super sad. If we would have got one of the ones that does 2, we'd have been in good shape here. But I think we just go ahead and replay this. Because why not? I was going to say, what are the odds they held on to a Durari's Disruption that long? That would have been really funny. Alright, so now they can combo some turns. We knew this was coming, so this part doesn't surprise us. So you'll get 2 turns, one of which they're going to get to use their Memory Deluge. So I assume you attack for 4 and Deluge here. Yep, that makes sense. The good news is we have a billion outs we can draw here, right? Because right now they have to deal with our Alchemist, or that's potentially going to kill them. We've got Flame Break. If we can draw a mountain, we could Flame Breaker and cast Spikefield Hazard, so that gives us another act. We still get to attack with our creatures. That's a possible out. So there's things here. Just depends on what those other 4 cards are. Because it could be other Epiphanies. Or a way to get to an Epiphany. But they also know we're playing a burn deck in there at 2, so we'll see what happens. Alright, they're going to copy something. I'm assuming targeting Alchemist with one of the somethings. No, we're just going to burn down the house. I think they... Wait. Really? That's the play? They spent all their mana, really? Alright. I mean, I guess that's all they can do. Yeah. All right, cool. Like, all right. Well, we'll keep this against old Digger Duck. I don't even like that name. Just sounds dirty. Like, I don't know that it is, but it sounds like it. I apologize if this is some like thing I got to go look up on Urban Dictionary later or something. All right, get in there for 2. Play this duder. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Ooh, don't hate this at all. This is good stuff. Well, let's go ahead and play this. See if we find another land or something we want to play. Oh, well, I'm glad we did that. That almost would have been a disastrophe. All right. Sure. Would you like to do something about this card, opponent? Ha! Second time we had one of those hit with a test of talents. Love it. Not even mad about that at all. That's just the life old Shock's gonna lead today, I guess. Ooh, now see, now this is kind of appealing in the fact that we could Flame Channeler, then do this, flip a Channeler into a 3, deal 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on this turn. Or I could just Moonveil Regent. I guess we'll just Regent while it's safe-ish. Because if they had a Fading Hope, they would have played it already. Yep. Got him. Ooh. I kind of hope we're up against a creature deck, or this hand's not going to be great because we're definitely keeping. Let's see what's up. All right. Starting with one of these Pit Fighters. Usually if you see Simic, it's some type of ramp deck these days. Oh, not this time, though. We are going to... I don't know how many creatures they're playing, so I'm going to use this. Even though I like reserving the cards that can go upstairs, I think I'm going to do this. Keep the opponent off cards. Attack for 2. Play this. And then if for some reason they have like some 3 toughness thing, we'll be able to kill it next turn. But we'll see. Cobbled Lancer. Alright, so I see what we're doing now. I gotcha. Alright, so we want to play this. See if there's any resistance. Try to kill this. Oh, are they going to play the Quandrix card and stop it? Oh, that's even better for them. Nice. Still attacking, though. If you would like to trade, let's do it. Exactly. Like, if you want to, fine. Still coming. Augur of Autumn. Okay. Things are definitely happening here. What do we have in the yard? We have a Frostbite. Alright, alright. How do we want to do this? I think we wait. And then we pass. They're not attacking, we're not attacking. So this is all very peculiar. That means they have a bunch of defensive cards. See, that's the other crappy part here. Like, you kind of just have to know. This is not good. This is not good. Needed to draw one of my bigger burn spells here. I mean, there is a world where we just attack with the 2 pit fighters, let them block, we attempt to kill a thing. I mean, that's viable. I guess we have to try this knowing that it could go poorly. But not much we're going to be able to do about it. I mean, I have a feeling we're not going to get what we want out of this, but this is kind of all we can do. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought. Alright, respectable. That works. Ah, they had some haste creatures, or flash creatures. That's what that was all about. Okay, okay, okay. Alright, if we attack with everything, we assume they kill probably Embodiment of Flame. They block one of these. They would take 3, 4, 5, go to 9. I kind of want to keep the Embodiment, though. And if the trade-off was going to be the same anyway, next turn, we really aren't gaining much. Now, that could help, believe it or not. That could actually be big here. I'm going to go ahead and remove a counter just to see what's on top. Okay. Not bad. I'll take that. And then we'll attack. And just let the opponent do what they're going to do. Yep, that checks. Alright. Let's hope they don't have anything. They don't. Alright, cool. We cleared the way. Man, that was a situation of teamwork makes the dream work. I mean, that was a whole pile of stuff that had to come together. Alright, trying to get in there. Oh, it's a success. Nope, another flashed in adversary has to block a 3-power creature. And it's still not going to be enough. Alright. Whew. Yeah, we're definitely keeping this. I mean, we need to draw some burn spells, but in the meantime, this could be alright. Oh no, this is not what we want to see. I'm gonna hope to draw 1 damage burn spell next turn. I'm hoping to draw a shock or something here, so I can play this, flip this, get in for max damage ahead of them playing like... Oh, it's Esper even. I was thinking maybe ahead of them playing something like... what's it called? Meat Hook Massacre. Oh boy, what do we do here? Alright, I'm going to do this. And then just set up next turn, so maybe, potentially, we could sacrifice the Falcon Wrath Pit Fighter and get rid of one of these to get something more useful. I mean, that's all we're doing right now is just racing against the odds, because this hand is not good without any burn spells in it. Best of 3 also favors the meta deck. I don't know. I would argue that best of 1 actually favors a lot of the like the mono white aggro and stuff that you're already seeing a lot of on the ladder. Ugh. Not great. Not great. I guess we're gonna hope they don't have a land to Meathook Massacre us. I guess we have to go ahead and play this. This just makes the most sense. Because if they do have a Meathook Massacre, they'll get rid of these two, but we get to keep this one. Like, it's not a lot, but it's something. We could draw a card, hopefully get things restarted. Alright, if you got a Meathook, we're about to see it. Because Meathook Massacre is in every mid-rangey or control deck. Hell, even the dang zombie decks are playing it. Rightfully so, though. The card's absurd. That's the one card. If we could have a card nerfed or banned or whatever, that one's definitely on my list right now. It's just so much value in one card. Even in Historic, it's in a bunch of different decks. It's in, like, the Sacrifice decks, the Cat Oven decks. Like, it's in so many things. Oh, how did we not draw a burn spell during all of this? Oh, that is so hurtful. My goodness. All right. Well, there's not a lot we can do here. I mean, there's really not. That sucks. I mean, that's the right card to kill. I mean, credit to the opponent. They did choose the right thing there. Keep us off the ability to get extra cards. Man, opponent's at 7. If we were to draw like a shock and we shoot the opponent, they go to 5, go to 4. These still wouldn't be lethal. Oh, gosh. All right. Mostly because I just don't want to spend extra mana knowing that Meathook is still possible. I'd like to at least force them to do stuff after that, because I feel like this could be Meathook for 3 here. If they thought there was a way they could just stay alive doing what they did last turn. Because that line makes sense if I'm on their side. There's a go blank. Sure. We're not tied to those. I mean, I guess I should have considered go blank being a thing, but is what it is. We're still too far away from kicking this, so sure. Is this enough? I mean, they have to have another spot removal here, right? Oh, they didn't! This hand's actually pretty pedestrian, all things considered. But let's see what we can do with it. Oh, that makes it a little bit better. Let's do this and see if we can get away with turning that into a 3/3. Our guess is, though, they're probably going to play Thalia and make us sad. Told ya. Thalia is a nuisance to us, I'm not going to lie. But I like to keep attacking. So, you know, is what it is. In we go. Now, it could get exiled here. Very likely it will, actually. Yep. But I'm not too concerned. I feel like we could kind of get that back whenever we're ready. So I think I'm going to do a little bit of this and a little bit of this. And just see what the opponent's up to. Probably going to play something like Redain here or something. Make us sad. Oh, nope. They're just coming in with... That's actually a good sign for us, believe it or not. Ooh, wait, what? Really? I'm thinking if I want to trade here and just get back the Flame Channeler. Oh, I don't know what I want to do. This is actually tougher than it seems, believe it or not. Alright, I guess I'm just going to block. Mostly because I get to have 2 Flame Channelers next turn, potentially. So, ooh, we drew the Moonveil Regent. I have to discard a card, right? If that's, oh, pay 3 life. Yeah, that's fine. I'm willing to do that. It's totally worth it. All right, opponent's at 11. And we got a lot of damage on board. And if we draw a burn spell, we've got 2 bonus damage. Oh. All right, what do they have to go with? So I'm assuming you're going to play a human here. It's going to have bigger toughness. Another Brutal Cathar, maybe? Ooh, Spellbinder. That's unfortunate. I guess I should have been greedy and tried to get my Moonveil Regent down last turn. Or we could just draw another one. Thanks, deck. Thanks. We appreciate you. Opponent's at 11. You know what? If we attack with this, they block that. Take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nah, we're just going to get in with everybody on the ground, I think is our plan here. And if they block and just want to kill a Flame Breaker or whatever, Flame Breather, that's fine. Alright, they're trading. Like it. Now they've got to deal with this. Which they might. I mean, they have several exile effects, I'm sure. Adversary, alright. So we're going to have to try to do this without... Or I guess if we get a removal card for the adversary, that'd be fine. Oh, this will let us do it. Shoot the opponent for 2, which is 4, and then we get to attack for 4. We get to draw extra cards. We get bonus damage in hand. Love it. And then we attack for 4 in the air. Alright. Okay, we are keeping this. And hoping this makes a lot of sense. Because this time we have a lot of burn spells and no creatures. So let's see what's up. Oh, no. Alright. Well, we beat other blue decks. Let's see if we can beat this one. Because we're definitely going to be up against it. Oh, they didn't foretell anything either. So sad. Alright, well, this might get test of talents. Oh, it didn't, though. I kind of do like Faceless Haven in this fight. Damn. I'm gonna take it, even though I probably shouldn't. All this mana is not where we want to be here. Yep. Fading Hope's no surprise. Oh yeah, I didn't have any effects really the last 2, so I'm probably good with this one. Iteration, sure. Now the plus side is I thought they were going to leave mana open and maybe hit us with a Divide by 0, and they're not. So we at least get Thermal Alchemist down. I don't know how much that helps us, but it's a thing. But we definitely need to draw something here. That kind of sort of helps. Now, I will say, the difference is I could get away with this, and this would allow us to get an extra point of damage in here and then attack with this. But I'm also kind of wanting to see what the opponent wants to do to our Thermal Alchemist. Which apparently is nothing. Well, that's not how I thought that was going to go down at all. Weird. Gonna Fading Hope that one. Well, we're gonna shoot you. Do we Spikefield Hazard them and get 1, 2? We're going to get the same 2 later anyway, so nah, that's fine. Now, there is a risk here if I play it and they decide they want to either divide by 0 or just follow up with a, I guess, a burn down the house. But then I guess we start attacking for 4 with Faceless Haven, so I mean, I guess it's not the end of the world. And then we really do have to draw something else, though. But our hand wasn't great here, so we're kind of just making the most of it with all these mana sources we have. All right, there's a divide by 0. We can live with that. Like, not ideal, but it'll be okay for now. Now, the trick here is going to be, do I think we could get away with attacking with a Faceless Haven? Because I don't know that answer, but I think we're going to try anyway. Please don't kill my Faceless Haven. Ah, they're going to do it. Gosh dang it. They actually had it. Another Fading Hope. Jeez, really? Okay, well. If they got it, they got it. Nothing we can do about it. They are bottoming a lot of cards on these scries. I'm going to go ahead and do this so we can at least get this Spikefield Hazard finally used. And we still get to attack with the other Faceless Haven next turn, so it's not that big a deal. Opponent is setting up, I'm assuming, for either Hullbreaker or Leer here. Would make a lot of sense. That's not going to be great. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I guess we try again. All right, they're going to deluge and see if they can find something else to do with our Faceless Haven, I'm assuming. Find what? The 4th Fading Hope? It's probably just a burn spell for our Faceless Haven, finally. Oh my god, they actually found the 4th. Man, you can't do anything. Your opponent's just going to get that lucky, y'all. Like, what are you going to do? Oh my gosh, that's the worst. And our hand was already full of mana as it is. That's hurtful. Currently, still not unwinnable, but not a great spot to be in. Smoldering Egg. All right. Do we think we could kill their egg? Well, now we're going to have to kill the egg. That helps kill the egg. Ooh, wait a minute. Let's think about some things here. How much damage do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not quite enough, but it definitely makes a real argument for doing some things here. I think we go ahead and do this. And go ahead and do this. We can attack for 1. We can play Alchemist. And Alchemist is actually kind of ideal here, because it actually blocks without killing one of the devils. Goldspan Dragon, however, is not ideal. That is not what we want to see. However, if we find another burn spell and they don't have the proper counter, because this is 5 already from these guys. So we'd be really, really close. But if they have an Epiphany in hand, ooh, can we do it? I doubt it, but we're sure as hell going to try. All right. I mean, this probably gets divided by 0, right? Yep. Oh, they're just bouncing that with the divide by 0. That's a good play. That's a good play. I ain't even mad at that. That probably keeps them alive here. Because even if we drew shock, something, that would, yeah, that wouldn't do it. Oh, you're kidding. Man. Oh, that is so brutal. That is so brutal. Oh, wow. I mean, I guess we gotta go for it and get what we can out of it here. All right. Here's hoping. Oh, this is so sad. All right. If we can find a burn spell, though, we're still alive. I mean, just a burn spell of any kind. Actually, no, it has to not be Spike-Filled Hazard. Like, that's the only thing it can't be. Anything else, we're in business. Yeah, I'm willing to blocks here. If you just have something, you have something. All right, come on, deck. We've already drawn so many lands. Don't do this to us. Just give us one shock. One shot. Oh, no. No. All right. I guess we try. We can at least use this and find something. Because we can ping the opponent. This is the long way to get there, but we got to do it. Sacrifice this, duder. Get rid of a card. We get 2 shots. Oh, man. Oh, that sucks so much. Oh, how did that happen? Oh, that's so terrible. So terrible. Oh, man. I can't even count the number of outs we had. This is terrible. And we're dead. We're dead. We can't stop enough damage, no matter what we do. Yeah. We can't block enough things. Yeah, GG's opponent. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's rough. Okay, looks like our opponent's ready. Let's see what we can do. Casual Oregonian. That's a very descriptive name. Tells us where they're from and the type of magic they like to play. Maybe our opponent wasn't really here, and Arena was just getting us on the move, so something happened. We'll see. But yeah, if you haven't checked out the tournament yet, the MTG Melee D-Gen Open is going on. Very, very good stuff. All right, we're going to go ahead and keep this and roll with this duder. Why do they always have it? Why do they always have it? All right, sure. Fair enough. Tis what it is. All right, I guess the good news is we're probably playing against Epiphany again. So let's do it. Oh, we're not. This is some Dimir Control shenanigans of some variety. All right, let's do this. Downside, though, is it does mean there's a really good chance we're going to be running into Meathook Massacres, which is going to make it a little bit of a problem for these Thermal Alchemists over time. I got to figure out how we're going to play around that, or if we are. All right. I was going to use this for something else, but this is about as good a target as we're going to get. Also changes the type of plans we might have for the opponent. Would they meat hook for one with the... I guess he would have meat hooked for one with that out and then attacked, right? All right. I'm just trying to debate if I want to actually play this Pit Fighter or not. Or if I want to, like, just play the Spikefield Hazard down. I already played a land. Let's go ahead and do this. If they just meet up for one, so be it. We'll just take our beatings on it. Nope, Thirst for Discovery. All right, so we got lucky here, I think. Alrighty. Now, it does mean we don't want to play the second one of these out because a Meat Hook for 3 is devastating here. So we don't want to give the opponent that option. Little concerned what I want to use this with, but this is probably the most damage we're going to be able to produce with it, so I want to go ahead and take it now. And in the turn. Also, I don't mind this because if they do decide to Meat Hook, we can Alchemist, target the opponent, sack and draw cards. Oh, we don't even have to do that. Ooh. Oh. Do we get to take down another blue deck? This is 2 more opponents at 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, we don't have enough. We don't have enough. All right. Well, we're not going to get hit anything else with this anyway, so sure. That does not greatly help. But we're going to go Greed Factor, y'all, all the way. See if we can find it. I am getting rid of this. Actually, no. I'm just thinking, would I need the land for anything? Only, you know what? I'm going to get rid of this because I could sacrifice the other one and try to find another 1 mana thing. Possibly. Really? Alright, well. We wanted to hunt. This is another way to do it, I guess. Hey, we found it. It only took us forever. Alright. We pieced it together. Whew. Alright. This will keep. And that's honestly the truth. If you're playing against the life gain decks, you either respond to them getting the +1/+1s and see if you can kill it, or you just kill off the life gainers. Those are usually your best plans of attack there. I think. Nah, I'm gonna do this. Mostly there's a chance that could be 3 later, and I don't want to waste it. We might have to kill like a 3/3 wolf or something. Who knows? Because like if we draw a snow land here, it would be ideal. See? Sometimes you get what you need. And then we're just going to attack and see if the opponent blocks and tries to play a Snakeskin Veil, because they might. And then we'll respond to it. If not, we'll just trade one of our Pit Fighters and we'll sit on this for a better creature. And since it's stalling, I'm pretty sure they have a Snakeskin Veil. Let's just see if they want to use it or not. Ha! I knew it. I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily the right play, but we at least put pressure on the opponent. And here comes a troll, because it's usually a troll. Oh, they don't have much in hand at all. They're trying to dig for something. Ooh, that's good for us. Yep, they did. Yeah, all right. This is fine. I mean, I would like another red land, but I mean, we could always just play Spikefield Hazard next turn down if we need to. But I'm into it. Opponent's got some Halloween skull sleeves. All right, get in there for 2. The creature does not die. Let's play this. All right, I was just checking. I don't know what I thought was going to happen there. Oh, no, 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 no. That is not acceptable. However, do I want to use... I actually think I have to bank on drawing a land, because we need another red source somewhere along the way to double spell if we are going to play Reckless Impulse. So I'm just going to use this. Get more damage in. Attack for 5. Play this tapped. And then it also increases the odds that we get to play the Moonveil Regent next turn. Acquisitions Expert. Well, I guess we'll just give you this. Because why not? That's kind of what we were hoping to see, right? So let's go ahead and just attack for 3. Oh, it might just take it. I don't know. They are just going to take it. So I guess they have something like Deadly Dispute. They need to get rid of that too. All right. Man, this is value because we get to use a Reckless Impulse, get a fresh hand because the cards from Reckless Impulse are exiled. So we're going to get 3 cards off of a Reckless Impulse if the dragon lives. Oh, it didn't live. Dang it. Dang it. The opponent heard me. They were like, no extra value for you, sir. Yeah. Let's kill that thing. And we'll attack. And we'll go ahead and dig in case there's a land. There is a land. And a shock even. Nice. All right. This is a good spot to be in. Ooh, Enrika. I don't think Enrika matters here. Yep. Knowing we have a shock. Actually, no. She gets lifelink on the backside, right? All right. So that's reasonable. So do we want to... If we shoot them for 3, they're basically at 6. They could block here, take 5. That ain't cool. Though we could attack with this. They block 3, take 3, 4, 5, 6. So they'd still die? Alright, sure. And that's not counting us drawing burn spells or other things, I guess. Alright. Seems good. Yep. Got there. Well, that was a hell of a surprise. So it worked way better than I thought. Even off camera, I think our total games, I played a few more afterwards, and I think our total came to 11-3 in games that we played. So that is way above board. And of the 3 losses, I think 2 were when we drew mostly too many lands. We just kept digging deeper and kept finding lands. One of those losses I think we got in the video where it's just like, we dug for like the last 3 turns and couldn't find like any our 1 mana damage spell. So that's pretty good. If those are the situations we lose in, we can live with that. We beat all but I think 1 of the Epiphany decks because one of them we got a weird draw against. We beat, I think, mostly all the blue decks we ran into, the control decks. We beat the mono white deck we ran into. So yeah, no complaints. This deck did exactly what we wanted to deliver on. So super excited about that. The one thing it might potentially be weak to could be mono green or some green variants if they happen to draw the hands with all their like snakeskin veils and whatnot. But if they do, they do. You know, you have to just gamble on that. But yeah, if you're looking for something different that's aggressive and holds up even at the mythic level, this is actually a pretty sweet deck. I'm on board with this one. This one, more fun than I thought it was going to be and was better than I thought it was going to be. So yeah. And I want to give full credit here. Like, this is a list I already had. And then we had a viewer on stream that goes by Ace Bayleaf that also submitted something similar, and we were talking about cleaning it up, and I was like, you know what, I have a version of this, let me clean it up and put it on stream and see what we can do with it. And boy, was I surprised. Like, these are really good results. I don't want to change anything. I like it just as is. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, if there's cards you were missing or whatever, I would go ahead and make those changes, but otherwise this played well. This feels like if it ain't broke, don't fix it for me. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about an oldie but a goodie today, Ball Lightning. You know, when people talk about cards being undercosted or cards doing crazy things today or whatever, man, Ball Lightning, ooh, this card. Not only that, Ball Lightning along with Fire Blast, which I'll probably make a card spotlight another time, like, let you do just insane amounts of damage. But this card, like, if we could have played that in this deck, like, imagine if your opponent were to tap out to foretell something, and then you're coming in there for 6 next to him for 3 mana, right? Like, this card is so good. Yeah, we probably won't see anything the likes of Ball Lightning again, probably ever. But yeah, this is a really, really crazy card that was pretty much the norm to have to go up against in tournaments for, gosh, I don't know what felt like 6 or 7 years in there. So yeah, just figured I'd bring that up. These aren't very expensive here. I think you can find Ball Lightnings anywhere between like $1 to $150 US. So yeah, if you want to get your hands on one and put it in a deck, go for it. It's cool, but it's not dominating anything. I just thought it was fun to talk about. Now, don't forget, if you want today's deck list, it will be down in the description below, along with links to our Facebook gaming page, our Twitch streams, and our Discords. If you want to come by, say hi, talk about stuff, talk about this deck. Maybe you have a deck you want to get fixed up. But also, if you would like to support the channel, because some of you keep asking, do you have a Patreon? No, I don't, but I have memberships right here on YouTube. For as little as 99 cents, you can support the channel. And we have other levels if you want to get cool things like exclusive videos, which there's probably going to be one coming soon. So if you want to get in there and see that, hop on in there. And then finally, if you don't do any of those things, please remember to like the video, because that helps so much. It really has been, and I'm super appreciative of all you've been doing it. And remember to subscribe if you haven't, and if you're not subscribed, please let me know why not, because I'd love to have you. And then hit that notification bell so you can make sure you get notified every time I have a video up. Gotta choose all notifications. Otherwise, that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.